What up? Where do we even begin? Okay, so man, you know what I mean? Fuck yeah, dude. Hey. So alright, listen, man. Fucking what? What is it good for? Absolutely fucking nothing. You know what I mean? And if that's what the case is going to be, then nothing. Cause I ain't got time for it, right? What I do have time for is making sure that I do anything and everything within my power to make things happen the best way they can for the best of the people and others, and of course, at some point, myself. You know, through said accumulation of others. So, you know, you ask what is it good for? A very devoted, very loyal subscriber, if you will, had a question and asked, what's the point? What's the point of it? And the point is, I said, what's the point? The point of reference. That's what it is. Becoming a philosophizer, creating my stones on the subject. So it's like when you speak, it's not for nothing. Right? I don't just speak for anything, every old thing that don't make sense for nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's not for nothing. So when I speak, it's for nothing. The no thing, the all possibilities. When I speak, it's for what that means for us as a humanity. That's what I speak for. The people. Right? Team human, you know what I'm saying? The people that truly matter and the people that come across me and pages like mine and people like me and see the real difference that we're really trying to make. Because like I say, when I get on here, I'm not just speaking to you. That's the big thing. So it's a huge deal that when someone like me comes on something like this, tries to speak and say things and whatever, and it doesn't really hit the ears like it's supposed to, doesn't really like make it, you know what I'm saying? When you're in and you're trying to, this is what the point is to making whatever doesn't make sense make sense. It's not always going to make sense to all the people. Those aren't the people I need to be worried about. There's going to be certain individuals I need to take care of, be worried about. Those are the people that are going to really get it when they come across, like I say, things like this and people like me and all this other stuff. It then makes sense for them, resonates. We are able to have conversations off whatever the case may be. If you come across my page or pages like mine and you only have ridiculous rhetoric, things that are already like built up in your mind to say, you know what I'm saying. Like I said, I have things that I write, especially with this one, but for the most part, dude, I have no real, like I said, what's the point? I'm bringing it all home. I have no real direction with what I give out. I just know that there's things to speak on, there's people to refer to, there's things to piece together to making all of this make sense. When you have it's knowing that mechanism, knowing what it means, to then be able to have that, so when you look into other things, you have a better idea of what you're stepping into because you already have the mechanism of what that is. It's as simple as simple does. That, a mechanism is just something to where like if you know what I'm saying, you trying to explain to somebody what an airplane is or how to make a peanut butter jelly sandwich or something like that, right? Like, the mechanism is knowing what a knife is, or a butter knife. Having wherewithal how to spread the peanut butter and getting the jelly and what kind of jelly and all this other stuff, and you have the wherewithal and know about how to use it, and you know how to make a peanut butter jelly sandwich. You have this idea already of what it is to make a sandwich. So that's the mechanism. You have it. This is how you do it. You can tell somebody, look, how to make a sandwich. This is how you make a sandwich in peanut butter and jelly form. At that, look, boom. I know how to. I carved up in my mind on how to do it and how to make it better. Look, I know how to cut the crust, and you know what I'm saying. I know how to actually I know how to cut it in triangles. You got to cut it diagonally. You know what I'm saying, so you can get the fucking. You know what I mean? It's the right way to do things. It's the way people like things the way they need to be done, or the way things have to be done. It's knowing that that's the way you need to say it, how to do it, whatever the case, right? It's like that mechanism. I have it. I know that if I speak this way or if I have this, it's going to resonate. It's going to make sense to people. If I do and talk about these things or this topic, I know the mechanisms to how things work. So when I go into it, shout out to Dolo, I was listening not too long ago about it, right? So when I dive into it, I already have an overall of what it is because I already know what it is. I have the breakdown of what it is already. So I know, right? So it's like, what is it good for? What's the point? And I say it's the point of reference. Having that starting point of knowing what is and what isn't. Having that, because if you really think about it, like I've said before, if I was dropped off on this planet and had no knowledge, how am I able to navigate through this and in here? This is what this is about. This is what this page is about. It's the same way as a student, me having to go through, okay, I may have put myself in a family or situation where I may not. And this is spiritual, dude. I'm not just to where, because I'm learning, right? Like, this is the deal that I'm trying to make sense of. Like, I got into a family where, all right, they may not know all of that. They may not have all the riches in the world. I took a left at Albuquerque. I get it. Okay. But I chose, and I'm here, and I made that choice to be with these people, right? There's a knowing. That's why I said there has to be maybe like a timing that we don't know about, like when having kids. Like, have that lens of like, what if it really isn't your choice that you had the child that you had, but they chose to come in to have the experience with you? So if I'm sitting here, as I'm saying, and I have no knowledge, right? How can I know things? I go through the mechanisms in my mind, I have the experiences, I go through it, and I know that when I go through these things, at some point, I have to be honest with myself and what I know that I know and what I don't know. If I'm honest with myself about these things, then life starts to make more sense on knowledge and how you interact and what you do. And when you get told or taught something, you can be a little quicker or a little more aware and of I don't know about that. Your radar is a little shinier. You're polished up. You know what I'm saying? You have a little better of a compass within, right? When they say when you navigate and have these compasses and they talk about all this stuff, that's what they mean. Like, you have a better navigation system of it. It's horse shit. This makes sense. That doesn't. This is and this was and this wasn't. And what is and what biz and who's shiz and what the his. What the hell and what else? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is it? When you're navigating through all that, that's what that is. Having an understanding, an understanding, an overstanding, owl on the chessboard of my mind, realizing what I know and what I don't know type vibe, right? About the situation. Do I really know this situation? Do I know what I don't know? Am I aware of other things that could play out that I might not be too aware of or keen on, that could truly help me in this situation a lot more, but I'm not. When I start to, because a lot of people don't do it when they have debates or conversations, or try to, because I'd rather have a conversation than a debate. Debates are ridiculous to me. I don't know why we're arguing about nothing there's not really to argue about. We're just only trying to share information. What the hell is this? We're only trying to give ourselves to each other. There's not a debate about that. Right? But, you know what I'm saying? You have those debates and all those things, and just trying to talk about, like I said, I lost my train of thought, but it didn't matter because I've been on so many things, but I think about so much stuff. But it's like I say, when you navigate through, you start to piece together and make sense of what to talk about, what to listen to, what not to listen to, what information to take in, what not to take in. So when we could have a healthy, it's more of a nice back and forth conversation about what life is. It's a good, healthy foundation of what life is. But, you know, you go to, because like I say, the whole student-teacher thing, me still being a student, but a good student, in the sense of I'm able to take in when a person, like for one, knowing who to assign to be my mentor or guru or whatever you have, things of that nature, right? Me having that wherewithal to go, this person actually knows what they're talking about. Shout out Dolo, the pilot man. These people actually, this dude actually knows what he's talking about. No matter if it sounds right, no matter what it's, no matter what it, okay, it doesn't have your, right, your accolades and your ways of achievements and you don't have your backgrounds of knowledge and education. It's not rooted within your ways of how these people taught you what knowledge was. Yes, okay, but if you were in that space of awareness well before, like I'm getting into, right? Seeing these mechanisms beforehand and recognizing you are just being reminded and not taught anything. And when you finally get that real knowledge to make those connections, and you know it makes sense because you're not bullshitting yourself. When all of these things play out, then you'll have the starting point and things that would, even if you don't know much of nothing, you know you don't know. And you know you have more than enough of an ability to be able to know. Because you know. Not you know every single little thing and what that person's thinking and this, but you have I know the overall of all possibilities. I know this is a possible thing. I know these things. When these things play out, I get it. I'm aware and open to. I'm not afraid to go into these realms and spaces of possibilities. So, like I say, what is it good for? What's the point? The point of reference is us. We are the point of reference, but we have to become that point of reference. Becoming those philosophers, becoming all of these things. And having this knowledge of knowing that I don't know, but I do know, because that's the knowing that I don't even know. But that's the knowing of knowing that I don't know. That leaves me with open doors of all kinds of possibilities that can come into and help me know. Right? So becoming a philosophizer, creating my stones on the subject, carving them out, cleaning them up, making sure I know, and do I really know? And so if I don't know, and that's the dropping the ego or whatever you want to call it, you know what I'm saying? But we know we on the right track though. We know what we talking about though. We can take criticisms and critiques and things and whatever and see things and not take all it, you know what I'm saying? And not try to lose our train of thought just because somebody tried to shake up what we know, right? We still know that we can still use that, keep on pushing. So like I said, when you speak, it's not for nothing. Like I said, I'm not just speaking to the people that watch this or for the, there's a lot of other people that do things that are game developers that may not know, or may need to know, or may need to be told or brought to, against, whatever the thing is, what I'm saying? But they when like I said, certain people like us, when we speak, or when I say I'll speak, I know that it's not just for the subscribers or people that watch me, or whatever the case, or however you want to call them. I don't, that whole whatever label thing, but you know what I'm saying, the people that watch normally. Shout out, y'all. You know what I mean? It's a lot more than that. It's for a lot more than that. You know what I'm saying? So when you speak, it's not for nothing. Being the owl on a chessboard, playing the field of your mind. The do you know you don't know. I know that I know who I am, what I do, if I like it. Let's say, if I like whatever be it or not. If I like it or not, I think I just type of, if I like it or not. Yes, I know everything there is to know when it comes to me. So I have a good idea, right? I have a good idea of it. I put, it ain't what you know or what you do, it's how you do it. When I get there, as I go, the expansion will naturally come. So like I said, when I was speaking in the devoted subscriber, you know what I'm saying, speaking on having me starting from the starting point of my emotions, the waters, bridging out into collecting little bits of, you would say, stones, but accumulating that for a foundation. That's you know what I mean? I'm now getting myself together to make my foundation. And so what that starts is having to get out whatever subjects and ideals and all this stuff that I have, get it out there, have people watch it, give their ideas, us build off of that, and make our own with whatever we choose to do once we get enough together, to make our own thing, my own thing. No matter what subject matter it may be in. It doesn't, at this point, you know what I'm saying? It's like, but whatever subject matter it may be in, I'm all about it. So I say clearing the smoke of the 5 pillars, right? Business, education, religion, politics, whatever, news or whatever those other ones, right? Like, these are the clearings. This is, like I said, I'm still speaking on what's the point. For one, me, and people like me. Us taking on to these mechanisms and ways to be. And so when I get on here, there's certain people that need to hear me speak. See? Right? So like I said, when I get on it, I'm trying to reach every corner that I can think of, spiritually scrubbing, whether it's emotions, job, relationships, depression, addiction, therapy, news, business, religion, family. It is me finding whatever is out there possible to speak on that I feel like there's maybe imbalance in. Right? There's a dynamic, moments of struggle, things of that nature. Contention, you know what I'm saying? Things like, so, you know what I mean? If it's out there, I'm talking about it. I want my hand in it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just talking to y'all. When I make these, the point is showing. The point is showing the stuff, right? Is giving your own starting points. Like I said, I wasn't always, so I had to go check, find people that I felt really had some knowledge, go out there and really look for people that I felt in my mind would have their best, like I said before, their best interest in mind, right? So when they really speak, I can feel that confidence that they know what they speak about. They know what they speak of. So I may then, like I said, have that confirmation for me as a student that I know I'm on the right track when I get the confirmations bounced off the people that I watch, the mentors that I choose to keep close. So right. So I said, so the point is showing and giving your own starting point so you can see other people's starting points better to point out the bullshit. These stories are to show life. My life, other people's lives. You know what I mean? Really give like a real, to like really give a real testimony to what the fuck? To what's going on, bro. Man, that was a smart move to do that. To not really sugarcoat anything about my life or what I choose to let you see on here or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Not really like give this like fluffed up version of who I am or what I choose to do and things like that, right? Not everyone is down or capable of wanting or have that ability, or not everybody's down for that. Not everybody, you know? So yeah, man, these stories that I do, they're to show life. Not everybody's able to decipher life, even if it's presented to them. Me also, you know what I'm saying? I'm still learning my damn self. Me being a subjective person, saying, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying it. You know, I gotta check myself all the time and look outside of myself and not just, you know, oh, woe is me and this, that, and the third. Like I gotta, you know what I'm saying? I gotta get out of all that. I'm getting out of it. I'm out of it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm on here doing this. That's kind of what I mean. Is like. You know what I'm saying? I'm showing the starting point, man. There's no hiding what I'm doing, and that's there's no looking past. It's as simple as, man. Is the issue is trying to overcomplicate it. The simple gets complicated, and we go down all these, because that's what I'm saying. It's some simple shit. It's not. It's me having a starting reference point, realizing where I was in life, seeing that I could have done something else, actually being able to get out of that mindset, choosing to get out of that mindset, having the ability to stay out of that and continue to find people that can get me out of that mindset even more so and put me in other spaces that I can be more comfortable with. Knowing that there's someone else out there to look into when I speak on here. You know, we all got things to speak out about. You know what I'm saying? That's what they were saying something about the whole, it's even like framing yourself as an activist. Activision, Spider-Man dude. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, but that's just, in a nutshell, it's like, but, okay, but I could. Ain't nothing back there. But, I mean, not to say that, you know what I'm saying, but, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I could say that. I like, I'm all about Activision and all that stuff. I could. But it's like, yo, but we're all a part of this, right? So we can all just slap that on our, what I'm saying, on our Instagram bios and, whatever else we got going on. We can make that. We can do that. You know what I'm saying? Why not? Everybody do that. Let's say everybody now do that. Because that's how it's really supposed to. But that's my thing. You know what I'm saying? That's what, But yeah, not everybody's deciphering and showing the real and really giving you, because you gotta really think about it. When a person gives you advice and you can tell, or they're really not being themselves, really, they're not really like trying to show you as much as they can, because even okay, they got some walls and boundaries and whatever the case built up and like that, you know what I'm saying? Are they really at least trying to show you more than surface level, than whatever the case? Are they really trying to do that thing? Are they doing that thing or whatever? You know what I'm saying? Or are they just giving you, sunshine, sparkle, and rainbow? You know what I'm saying? And just, my life is perfect and look how great everything is. You gotta ask yourself where that knowledge is coming from. If they're in any space, you can tell, man. I mean, you can just tell. So, also, like I said, so me being a subjective person, I gotta realize that too. Saying it's just like driving, you have to think for others. Just like driving, right? You have to think for other people when you do things. Like I said, again, when I get on this and do this, it's not for me. Even though it's selfishly for me. I'm aware of this, but that's the thing that I'm saying, is that how many people would say I'm being selfish and I'm aware of it? How many people would say shit like that? Like, not too many people. Like, I know that I'm being selfish and I know that I'm doing this for me. Yeah, yes, of course, yeah. You know what I mean? But I'm not doing this for me. Telling you, I'm not doing this for me. So you have to think for others, right? Not promoting or advocating for bullshit, essentially. Showing the difference by action, That's what it is. Being aware that when you hop on and make a video about something, having that in your mind, what you're really putting it out there for. Like, having it in your mind, oh, there's people out there that might not get it. There's people that might see it this way. There's people, like, you don't really put it like that, but you have to just take on the fact that, just get that, you know what I'm saying? They might not be on the level, or they might not, whatever. They might take it a whole nother, and just run with it and not care about how, what you're telling them. And you just gotta, you know what I'm saying, just know. You just gotta kind of know, So I say, man, you're not promoting or advocating the bullshit, showing the difference. It may seem simple, but if everyone was doing it, to be honest, you probably would have never heard of me. You probably never know who I was, to be honest. Not too many introverts speak. and especially on like subject matters, they don't really like, you know what I'm saying. And it's like I say, it's a lot of people that get on the internet still, to also still have that people pleasing energy, you know what I'm saying. And so, like I said, they still want to just make sure you're happy and comfy, cozy with whatever they're about to tell you, and they're not ready to, like, you know what I'm saying. They're not ready to break your heart, you know what I'm saying. Shatter your dreams. They're not ready to just take out whatever you ever thought was right and just stomp that bitch into the earth, you know what I mean? Whether it be about how you perceive them or how, you know what I'm saying, whatever the case. So they're not going to really give you the real, the closest thing that they can truly come up with that says, hey, world, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Like, me, you know what I'm saying? Gotta switch it up. Not everybody's ready to do stuff like that and just kind of give themselves up. And I know about it because it was tough in the beginning to do simple things like what I'm doing now. You know what I'm saying? Just being cool and chilling and saying whatever I want to say and doing whatever I want to do. And it seems simple. It seems very straightforward and easy to a person that has gone through it all to then be on the other side to show you how simple it truly was. And it was, but boy was it interesting. You know what I'm saying? Like you went through things, you know what I mean? And people may not know what you went through. Some people might see it, they can see that energy and things like that, but you know what I'm saying? Some people don't know. They don't even catch it. What did I put? So I put, not many introverts speak or think like this. There's never ending scandals out here that will easily, if gone unchecked, put us slowly back in the sleeper hold. You know how many people don't know they don't have a channel, they don't experience to have a channel where you can be interested, don't have to read a book. And still give great knowledge because we know it's simple. Not all can take in simple language. We know it's more of how to decipher as you navigate, like I said with the compass, as you navigate. What in the bam? Okay. Right? Yeah, for you, it's for you to navigate through your world within this world. To where, it's into where people that claim to have all the knowledge, because that shit was hilarious. That's hilarious, dude. I'm not really gonna, but whatever, dude. But it's like, and that's what I mean, and I can speak on that too, because it's kind of funny how, like, bro, when you come to me and make comments or do whatever you want to do in this, I mean, you really can't kind of say what you want to say. I'm not really going to, like, unless you get real disrespectful. But what I find funny is when people, like, give subtle jabs, but make it seem like they're, like, advocating for you, they're cool with you, and they kind of, like, But you can, like, you know what I'm saying? You just peep it, man. But when you just realize it's like, it's just funny, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can make comments, do what you're, unless you're being disrespectful, then I don't know. It depends, I guess. But I don't know, man. There's some trollish energy. I'm not gonna say because at least it was like, educated stuff. Dude was at least saying some stuff, but when you see those little jabs beforehand, you just kind of catch it. You know what I'm saying? You just kind of you lock it in a little when somebody's trying to because you like I said, I don't mind having healthy debates. It's just, you know what I'm saying? I'd rather have a conversation more than a debate. I mean, you can call it whatever you want, but I'm not gonna bring that energy. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to learn. Debating ain't learning. It's just me. It's just us whipping it out, bro. Like, what's good? I'm not trying to see it. And I don't need you looking at mine. Think, man. Like, what? Why are we whipping shit out? I'm not. Why are you whipping stuff, dude? Like get out of here. You know what I'm saying? But we can sit down like men and talk. I don't know. We can have a conversation if you like. I don't know what we even gonna talk about while we talking. You get me like we need to have more. We could, you know what I'm saying. So I say, it's more how to decipher. It's not, because like I said, a lot of people are not able to take in simple language. It's weird to say, right? People would rather make they'd rather overcomplicate and have that be the reference, I'm trying to think of the not system, but you know what I'm saying, not topic, but you know what I'm saying, they use that as like so being simple is not, for some reason it's like complicated. And so this simple language becomes complicated to people when you're just trying to give them exactly what it is. You're not trying to make it seem like you're smarter than them or better than them, or you're not trying to argue a definition to try to prove a point. You're not trying to, you know what I'm saying, I don't know, try to like man up your chest and make it seem like what is gonna, like, you can just say, I don't know how humans think, dude, but whatever things you do to try to complicate what's not that complicated, I'm really not trying to fucking, you know what I mean? So I say, man, this is like, you know what I'm saying? So I say, like, taking the simple language, we know it's more of how to decipher as you navigate through your world within this world, to where people that claim to have all that knowledge gotta come ask questions on your channel. Not every one has that knowledge. That's what I put. So yeah, so not everyone has that knowledge. I just wrote this to right, to be able to do that. Right, see, I just kind of like stop and cut whatever. But yeah, to be able to do that. Not everybody has that knowledge to be able to do stuff like that. To be able to kind of like, once again, have that knowing that when you give something, but it's as simple as, right? Like, again, it's 1 + 1. Who don't know that? You know what I'm saying? But since people have been brought so far out, and not in a good way, or they've been sucked in so much, I'll say, every single thing on the way out has to be the most complicated thing because they can't get out of that and see how simple it is. Like, you're doing too much arguing. Like I say, man, you don't like me, you don't like yourself. You argue with me, man, you definitely argue with anybody else or yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta, dude, I'm not the one. I'm not. Well, I can be if you want, but I'm not looking for nothing. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not the one. I'm not the one, dude. So, like I said, and I'm not gonna say an argument or some shit's not gonna go down ever, but I'm not the one. So if you got something like that going on, my man, that's all for you. Because it's not on my mind. I guarantee you that. Like I said, even if you started learning from a guru or something, not all know what to do with the devil, light, information, right? Shout out Dolo. To hold yourself over others, becoming a so-called god over other people. Like that is like apparently that is like a American it's like an American pastime for human beings apparently, is to be able to like get enough knowledge to go fuck other people up. Like that's only I can, there's no other way I can see it. To be able to go rule and take over other people and other, what I'm saying, other nations and things as such. It's like that's just all it is. Or, what I'm saying, even if it's just at the little kid sandbox, you know what I'm saying? Billy got to get over on somebody, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, not everybody wants to be a leader type vibe. Like, nobody wants to really take the time to lead people because it takes a lot more effort and brain power and just a lot of energy and efficiency. It takes a lot more finesse and tact. It takes a lot more to lead people. It takes a lot of effort to lead people. A lot of tedious work and awareness and care for others and all this stuff to lead for people. And when you can just be a boss, a coach, and you can just be, you know what I'm saying? You're not really a leader, a teacher. You're not really like. People would rather be a boss over you than lead you to where you need to be, to where you can go make your cup, go to the waters, make your own cup, come back, have something to be able to, you know what I'm saying, know how to refill and give to others and things like that. People, you know what I'm saying, that's a lot of work for other individuals to do so, to make that happen. It's a lot of work. Nobody wants to do that. So yeah, we're going after all of this, man. That is it. We're going to do everything, Just like I had chose to be led by someone, I'm now choosing to put myself out there to where if anybody ever chooses to want to be led by me or find someone off of me, I'll be a spiritual plug, you know what I'm saying? And you go find somebody else because I was connected to them and you find somebody, you know what I'm saying? That's this is all that ain't, man. Ain't nothing else. I don't know. There's nothing. There's nothing else. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? If I can get this type of stuff out to whomever needs to hear it, and if it ain't resonating, ain't doing for you, you know what I'm saying? I'm more than happy to have you go to someone else that you see. Like I said, I shout out Dolo the pilot. I shout out Dolo the pilot man all the time. Dolo, all the time. You know what I'm saying? I shout him out all the time. Good. There's so many people to go check. So it's not just, again, it's not just for me. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to get at all spectrums in all ways and facets. We're trying to touch and reach as many people as possible. And if it's only 100, if it's only 200, so be it. You know what I'm saying? That's just, if it's gonna be, if we rocking out with the 250, and that's just what it is forever, or however many, 300, however many, that's what it is. We rock it till the wheels fall off of that, and that's what we doing. You know? Still gonna be, you know. So, you know. Yeah, man, people want to be bosses. Nobody wants to be leaders like that. And I know there's other factors that kind of put people, you know what I'm saying? Because you kind of get, you know, looked at when you choose to break away and not be the normal. You choose not to be take on a normal title that, again, you know what I'm saying, just like I said with all the other things, people choose to get. They know these are the ones you must be. You can't be anything else. You can't make new ways of living and being and working and thinking and emoting, and you can't come up with new definitions and words and letters. That is, look, yeah, man, cool and all, but we started that. I did that first, and we're not gonna tell you that, because that means that you could probably. But look, shut up. You don't need your own post office. You don't need, you know what I'm saying? You don't need your own bank. You don't need your nothing. And you don't. You know what you need? You need to go sit down and watch this new movie. That's what you need to do. You need to sit down and be docile. You need to sit down and not. You know what you do? That's what you need to do. You know? That's what you need to do. You don't need to find new ways to scribe, new rituals and spells. Find your own way to rock some people to sleep. You know, find your people. You know what I'm saying? If you're asking me what the starting point or what the point of all this is this is the starting point. This is it. Because somebody out there, which is the whole deal, told you, no, you can't. And I'm here to tell you you can. It's about as simple as it gets. I'm here to tell you that you can. I'm here to tell you that it's very much possible for you to do those things if you put your mind well enough to it. To know that it is possible if we continue to push whatever the case may be, that we can get our own systems built up in ways to where, you know what I'm saying, nobody got to get hurt over us just choosing to want to make our own way. Like, how many people think that you can't make one? Like, you can't make words, definitions. You can't go get you some Monopoly money and go get you some, you know what I mean? Go make you a system. Go hold your money, your Monopoly money. You can't tell people that's possible. I don't think you get, you know what I'm saying? How serious that is. You try to tell a man, hey, look, that's cool and all, but I got my own. I want to do my own. We already got the HOA. We can build up a new system. We can find new people. We'll do it. Look, we'll do it. You know, and I know you know what I'm saying. We'll do it. We don't want yours no more. In every facet of the whole Monopoly game. You ever played Monopoly? You know what I'm saying? We come up with that. If you ever played it, think of a system. Think of a thing. Think of something that you like, and you know you the thing, and you do it. Think of that. That be yours, and you do that, and your whole family, and y'all got friends and people, and y'all got your own thing. I'm trying to. Not many people think that way, and for a reason. Not many people think that way, and for reasons. Good reason right now, because it's not enough people. Do you get how serious this is? Because there's not enough people that go, oh yeah. Just like it was scary to start doing all this stuff with open up dispensaries and all that, man. That was a rough ride. Like, people can't forget reasons on why. Like, why was all this so tough? You got to really ask yourself that. Why was it so hard? What always makes it so difficult? The way it is built, and this is still the thing, is for you to use other people's things, not your own. It is literally a weird reverse psychology of them making them, or them making you be like them and become dependent parasites on a system, yet they're the only ones that are benefiting from it. Like, it's not cool that they do what they do. They got you doing what they do, practicing what they do, without you reaping any of the benefits from what they do to you. And in the end, you don't have any of the things that they have. Wanting what they have, wishing you can have what they have. This is the oddest thing to me, and what I get at too. How is it that so many people, bruh, complain, preach, slave, sweat? They do the fucking most. Hey, you know that foot? You know that foot? That foot that's on your neck? You can. If you like it there, you like it there. I'm just saying, dude, you don't have to have it on your neck. We can help get that off. And even better, get you your own boots. I just started up, realized that I had the foot on my neck, got the foot off my neck mentally, foot off my neck. And now I can sit here and tell you how you have that foot on your neck, that proverbial foot, smushing you down. And trying to tell you how you can get some fresh kicks So you can have your own boots to step on somebody else if you want to, I guess, but that's what you choose to do. But do you know that you have a foot on your neck? And you're comfortable with the foot on your neck. You're cool with foot on neck. You're okay with that. Like, if you think about it, and people don't. But once again, if you bring it to the 3D, in 3D land, if you bring it to the 3D, imagine, dude. Imagine. I don't know how many people would actually, like, be cool with somebody putting their foot, dirty, gummed up, nasty, pigeon shit, shoed up, nasty, gross feet, foot, face, feet, all leather, boot, face, head, feet, face, all on your neck. Just, can you imagine somebody just stomping they? Probably got a rock somewhere in the motherfucking, in the crevice of one of the, and just all up in your neck. How would you feel about that? Like, truly think about it. Like, really process it. You laying on the ground and somebody just all of it, all up on your neck. How would you feel about it? You would be hurt. You'd be devastated. You would be emasculated, embarrassed. You feel whatever. You'd have all the hurts and feelings in the world. So if it's that much, and if you could, you would, right? You'd hop up, get the foot off your neck, and straight lay waste, right? You'd whoop ass. It's immediately just start swinging. You would unleash all of the pent up frustration and rage within you, right? Like, you would get, like, just, you would be livid, right? You just, you'd be ready to fucking give it. Why? But if you were to tell a person, look, that one thing, that religion, that TV show, that system built, that way of life, that thing, that you go down the list and line, right? You go down the list and line of all the things that keep you, like, bruh, like, that keep you, like, like, right where you're at. And where you don't want to be. Put you right back there. And you just, and the only thing you can do is go, oh my God, I don't want to be here. Oh my God, I don't like this place. Oh my God, I wish it could change. Oh my God, I wish I could be like those people. Oh my God, I wish I could just, if only, and if I could, and if I just did this one thing. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to that store. I'm going to go on the internet. I'm going to go buy that one thing. I'm going to go give my life and whole soul and self away to this one corporation thing of being. I'm going to completely turn my brain off and not think my way through most of the day. I'm not going to question anything, anybody, no, ever. If anything, I'm going to shun most of the information that I need. Now, I told you, like, it may be the devil, but it's still something to know, right? Like Adam and Eve and then finding out and all that stuff. Like, but it's still something to be able to have that reference to. You still... It hurts, bro. You try to give people all of that. You try to give people the reference. Dude, it's like... You can tell a person, dude, this is happening to you. I would much rather complain. I would much rather give myself. I don't want to learn what it means, have that knowledge, figure things out, and not just use it for. I don't want to have to do all of that. I don't want to have to make my own way about any of this. That's what. Chuck that shit, dude. Just fucking. I don't want to know. I don't want to have to go down the. I don't want to know. I want to just make it through life. How many people you hear that all the time? I just want to make it. I don't want to know all of this. Like I said, you need to learn these things to know what to navigate. You can't just think I have all the knowledge in the world because I go to church every day and I don't. But I know nothing about the underworld. Death, transformation. I don't know. I know nothing about the underworld. I know nothing about these other things because I only want to think that I'm just. And so if I don't, and I have my blinders on, and I don't with life, and I just don't. Oh, look. So yeah, man, like I said, people don't want to put in the work. People don't want to make that shit happen. And so like I say, because people don't want to do it and put in the work, or maybe they might not have the right people to speak or to listen to for them to have better ways to speak and think and do all of the other stuff and have, like I said, the whole, mindset, carving out stones, you know what I'm saying? Having that mechanism beforehand, knowing what things are, you know what I'm saying? Before you can even dive in it, so you know what it is before you even know what it is. Like you already have an idea of what that thing is no matter what system is in place that you're looking at. Because like humans are humans, so humans have a way of thinking, that they have certain starting points. Like I said, if you learn starting points, like when you meet people like me and other channels, you'll see when you start to piece together all those starting points, what people mean. And so you can step in and go, haha, but did you know this? You didn't know, haha, see, because I know you didn't know, which you did know, so I knew that. So now I know all about your stuff and more than you do. Even if I don't know every single little thing, I have a better mechanism because you have not taken yourself. That's what I'm trying to bring, being the spiritual plug. You got to take yourself out of that thing to know what you don't know about what you know, so you know more about what you need to know about what you don't know. You know? You know?